Hi, I'm Susan. My business is Inner Wisdom Healing Arts. Today I wanted to share with you a recording of a quantum healing hypnosis session. I always record the sessions, but and they're for the client's use. But this one was really interesting, and I thought it was relevant. It is relevant for everybody. So this client experienced 3 lifetimes that were all interesting, but the last one is the one that holds relevance for all of us. So the first 2 were definitely relevant for the client and held good information for her, but the sessions, the hypnosis part of the sessions can go 2.5 hours, and I thought we would just cut to the chase and I would share the 3rd lifetime with you. It was a very primitive lifetime, and the client's purpose in this lifetime was to help the evolution of mankind. So it was, and it was just a discovery that she is a healer. She's actually a healer in this lifetime, but I think this was her first mission. In fact, she was the first of her soul group to incarnate. So she came from a brand new soul group, incarnated in a very primitive time, helped with the evolution. Her death process was interesting. The tribe chose the time of death, and it describes that process. And with that, she reconnects with the soul group, talks about the connection, the energetic connection that was missing between her and her soul group while she was incarnated, and the importance of Hara. So she actually walks through the process of this soul group creating a Hara connection, and then talks about the second of the soul group incarnating and coming back to the group. So I thought that was worthy of sharing. And then she also talks about the difference between this Hara connection helps us to connect with our soul's purpose, because it connects us to our soul group and our purpose for being incarnated. And then she also touches on when we're incarnated and we ask for guidance and how we open up for that. So it was very relevant for everybody, and I do have her permission to share this with you. So I hope you enjoy it. You will hear some of my excitement in it as she talks about this relevance with the Hara. And you will hear her personality come through. So she does swear a little bit, but it's really done with humor. So I hope you're not offended. It is done with humor, and she's really a delightful person, and you kind of get some of that personality that comes through in the session. So if you decide you would like your own session, my contact information is available. You'll find it on the video and down below. So enjoy. Feel free to leave me some comments, what you may have found interesting about it, and if you have any questions. Thanks so much, and enjoy. So you are now at another time and place. What do you see?
It feels like I went dramatically back, where it's torchlight.
What else do you see?
Cave.
Okay. You're living in a cave?
I don't know, but we're doing something, we're doing a ceremonial or evening good time outside the cave with torches. It's pretty primitive.
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing?
Skins.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, yeah. It is a temperate climate.
Mm-hmm. Are you male or female?
I don't know if it matters in this ceremony. You're gonna have to move me forward. I can't tell.
Okay. Well, you showed up in this ceremony for a reason, so let's wait. And are you a part of the ceremony or are you observing the ceremony?
No, I'm a part, and we're all stomping.
Oh, okay.
It's a ceremony for group melding for power.
Oh. So you're generating power as a group?
Yeah, it's got an Indian flavor to it.
Okay.
And we need, yeah.
So it's like you're bringing your power together as a group. What is the purpose of this?
We need more resources.
For survival?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're asking the gods for it to show us how to do it, give us a sign where to go, whatever guidance. We're asking for guidance.
Okay. Good.
And I'm afraid, though.
What are you afraid of?
That we could call in energies that aren't for our highest good.
Oh. Have you seen that happen before?
Yeah, we're playing in some kind of black magic here.
Okay. So you're not real comfortable with what's going on.
No, I'm too young to understand.
Oh, okay. So you know you're young.
Yeah.
But they have you participating. Is everybody in the community participating?
Everybody is old enough to... Yeah.
So there must be a level of desperation here.
Yeah.
It sounds like this survival is
yes.
really important here. So, what?
There's been a weather problem.
Has it been a drought or too much rain?
Too much rain.
Okay. Do you normally grow crops or do you gather from nature?
We're gathering.
Gathering, okay. And there's been too much rain that things aren't growing properly.
It's hurting it feels like now we would know it as a storm, a monster storm.
Oh,
but
okay.
Then they didn't,
right.
All I saw was some kind of vengeance from the gods.
Okay, so it's wiped out vegetation.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do. Okay.
And I'm scared to grow up.
You're scared to grow up.
Yeah, so I'm not even a teenager yet.
Yeah, you're just a child.
Yeah. I'm sensing that I'm male,
Okay.
but
Are your parents close by?
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what you do, right? This is what your parents got you. This is all you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure life is pretty simple, pretty basic. Survival. Except now the storm has wiped out your basic needs.
Right.
Now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day you consider to be important when something is happening. So we've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
Still scared.
Oh. Are you much older?
Yeah, I'm like I guess I'm in my late teens.
Mm-hmm. It's a few years older.
Yeah.
What is frightening you now?
The tribe is dying. The tribe is dying.
What are they dying of? What from? What's causing it?
They're dying of malnourishment.
Okay, so they really didn't resolve their
No.
problem. Did they move out of the area? Did you move out of the area they were in, or did they try to stay put?
They've been moving ever since.
Oh.
They have been moving and moving.
And they haven't found a good place to support them.
No, there's not enough. We're trying to live off the plants.
Yes.
And doesn't seem to be enough to pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I'm not picking up any meat eating in this tribe.
Okay.
But there must be something. I was wearing skins.
Oh, you were wearing skins.
Yes, there must be. But the plants are some kind of a problem here. I don't know if it chased the animals away. It feels like I'm in a tribe that disappears.
Oh. Because they can't exist on what they can find.
Right. They're right.
Yeah.
We haven't learned some kind of skill
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yeah, do they have fire?
Yeah.
Oh, they do have fire.
They had fire. There were torches.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
But I guess the monstrous destruction, but it's weird. It feels like it's happened in a temperate zone, not in a jungle zone. But it feels more like the destruction of a hurricane, where so much was destroyed.
It was probably a really large area.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find your way out of the area.
Right.
Yeah, because they're traveling on foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I feel is this gripping fear in my chest as we lose people because we don't know what's killing them.
Oh.
And they're starving.
But there's more.
Yeah, there's more.
Okay, so there could be disease.
Yeah.
That would make sense. And that could be the missing piece of what you don't know. Right. It's not just food.
Right.
Are you sick?
No,
Okay.
no. But the only skill set, we don't have medicine here. The only skill set we know is ceremony.
Oh. Yeah. You don't even know how to use the plants for healing.
No, there's not enough. No,
Okay.
no, you don't.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's leave that scene and move forward to an important day. A day you consider to be important when something is happening. So we've now moved forward. What is happening?
The few of us left find another tribe.
Oh.
We find other people. Years have gone.
Years have gone by.
Yeah, years have gone by.
Mm-hmm. And is this tribe welcome you in?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're wary. They're like, because outsiders are always suspect, but there's so few of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
Not a threat.
Right, and we don't come with weapons. So they do.
They allow you to come in.
Yeah.
Are there many of them?
There's about. Oh, they extend farther than I can see.
Oh, that sounds like a good bit. They've been surviving okay, then?
Yeah, they're out of the zone.
Oh, you finally made it out of the zone.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
You mean when I feel relieved?
Yeah. So what is happening as you integrate into this new tribe?
They have all kinds of things we didn't know.
Ah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we were real primitive. I lived by eating leaves.
Oh my gosh. And how are these people surviving? Tell me about their life. What are you learning?
They have a kind of berry I never saw. And they got whatever, their little teepee shack covers, whatever, so they're not in caves.
Okay. So they've advanced enough to create their own dwelling.
And they do have fire.
Mm-hmm. And plenty of food.
Yeah. And they are using animals.
Mm-hmm. Are they growing some of their own food or gathering?
They're gathering.
Mm-hmm. So how? What?
They figured out how to trap animals.
Ah. So it's easier for them to.
Right. We use dead animals.
Oh my gosh. They're actually killing animals where you were finding dead animals.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So how are you spending your days now?
I'm learning how to communicate.
Oh.
We don't know how to communicate.
You didn't have a language so much.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, it wasn't, our language is not their language.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not asking us to do a lot.
Oh.
We're a curiosity. There's not very many of us.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 of us.
Wow.
I don't know how I survived this, Susan. It was...
Yeah, that was hard.
I was young. I guess I'm still... I was young and strong.
So they don't have you doing a whole lot, but they're not pushing you out, so...
No, they're trying to get us to... so we can tell them the story of...
Oh. They want to know your past.
Yeah. Right.
But you have to learn their language.
Right, so we're doing everything in the sand and pictures.
Oh.
Or the dirt or whatever it is.
Okay.
They live in a clearing.
Are they also nomadic, or do they pretty much stay put?
Some stay put,
Mm-hmm.
and the others go out
and
trap the animals. And yeah.
Okay. Good. So your days are spent learning a lot.
Right, and then trying to teach them how we lived.
Okay. So it's interesting that they're so curious about you. I guess that's a good thing.
But then everything's different. Our God beliefs, we were very ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
And they figured out a few things.
Okay. They must have spiritual beliefs.
Yeah. But they have more skills. So what I'm getting from this life is that as they learn skills, they had less superstition. They understand cause and effect better.
Yes, it wasn't so much the gods as, yeah.
And I'm struggling. I struggle with this through the whole lifetime because everything in my upbringing told me the gods decide.
And that you were powerless.
Yeah.
Where these people are empowered.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a strong agenda to appease the gods.
And you're having a hard time accepting that shift.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and leave that scene and move forward to an important day? A day you consider to be important where something is happening. So we've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening?
I'm taking a wife.
Oh.
I'm fully a member of their
tribe.
Yeah, and I'm taking a wife.
How do you feel about her?
Oh, she's lovely. I mean, she's
Did you get to choose her? Or was
Yes.
Okay.
And it signifies my full acceptance into the tribe.
Yes.
And I'm like in my 30s here, though.
Mm.
So it took years and years.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is an important day.
Yes.
Is your wife much younger than you?
Probably a good 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this looks real Native American in a way. She has dark hair and I don't.
Oh. What color is your hair?
Sandy brown.
Oh, okay.
Maybe bleached by the sun a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And what about your skin tone compared to hers?
It's lighter.
Mm-hmm. Does she seem happy to be wed to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very strong.
Oh.
And I'm very nice. Kind. I'm kind.
Oh, nice. Good. So she's happy to be with you. So now that you're older, how are you spending your days?
I'm helping in the hunt.
Oh.
They taught me how to hunt.
Mm-hmm. Are you enjoying it?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
Mm. But you're skilled at it? You've become skilled at it?
Yeah, but it seems more about traps.
Okay. Setting traps.
Yeah, and then watching traps.
Okay. So what kind of things are you trapping?
Nothing horrible. Well, there is deer in there. That's the biggest we get. The rest is...
Or smaller.
Yeah, it's all smaller.
Mm-hmm. But there's plenty of food.
Right, but the animal... Right, there's plenty of food, but the animal still... I struggle with it.
Oh.
Apparently I'm struggling a little bit with it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the animals out of the traps because they're not dead.
Oh. Yeah. You're taking a life.
Yeah, I'm doing the trap part. I'm not doing the kill from the trap part.
Okay. Now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening?
Our child is getting married.
Oh, wow. And is this a son?
It is.
It's a son. You just have the one child? Do you have more than one?
No, we have a, this is the older son. We have a younger daughter.
Okay. This is a wonderful day.
Yes. And apparently we have to host the whole tribe. Yeah. Since this is apparently I'm having a fatherly gripe about it. Because I didn't come in with a father, so there was no, I didn't know how this worked.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, apparently I'm just noticing the work.
Okay. day.
But it also means I don't have to go on the traps anymore because my son can replace me.
Oh, well, if your son's going to replace you, what will you be doing?
Supporting the infrastructure of the tribe.
Huh.
Like fixing teepees.
Okay.
Or building fires or some.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy stuff the women don't want to do.
Okay. So are you feeling healthy?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm still healthy.
You're still healthy and vibrant.
But I am getting older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and leave that scene and move forward to an important day. A day you consider to be important when something is happening. So we've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening?
I'm dying.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm being held by the tribe.
Oh, so you're lying.
Yeah, the tribe is around me. There.
Do you know what's happening in your body that you're dying? Is it anything sudden, or is it just old age?
It's weakness.
Weakness, okay. So you're getting weaker and everyone's surrounding you, kind of holding space for you to pass.
No, this is, yeah, they are, but there is a belief in this tribe that when you can't pull your own weight, you sacrifice yourself.
Oh, wow.
So I'm being held on, I don't know, something comfortable, whatever, but I think they're about to light me on fire.
Oh, as you're alive.
Yeah. Well, let me see. It feels like I'm being surrounded. I'm being surrounded by the tribe, and this is a ritual, and this is how everybody goes.
So it's sacred.
Right.
And accepted.
Right. But I'm again hit with a pile of fear. Right.
Yeah.
I'm still scared to cross over. I don't understand the gods from my beginning. My beginning in life.
Yeah. When it was so hard.
Yeah. So I'm trying to explain this, that the gods can be more violent than you know.
Oh.
And they didn't know that.
They don't accept that, as that's not their belief.
Right. They didn't get that harsh devastation.
Can you find any comfort? Yeah. And you can experience this as an observer. You can just observe this.
They're gonna suffocate me.
How do they do that? How do they?
They're gonna put something over my nose and mouth.
Oh, is that how they normally do it?
No.
Oh.
No, I think they light you up, and they know how to transcend the body.
Oh.
But I didn't.
And you don't. So they're going to help you by suffocating you.
Yeah. And I'm not ready yet.
Yeah. Do you have a choice when this happens?
This is the day.
Okay. Ready or not.
They're right. They're patient. And they'll wait me out. Right. And there's no more food or water coming.
Okay. Are they trying to,
They're trying to explain to me.
Okay, good. They are trying to help you.
Yeah. This is how your soul elevates.
Ah.
Right?
Are you finding any comfort in this?
Well, the logic of it tells me this is for the good of the tribe. You can't take your old. So you can't carry the old.
Ah. Yes, like you said, once you can no longer be of service, it's time for you to move on. And they see it as becoming elevated.
Mm-hmm.
So they see, obviously, this is quite accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's happening now?
Yeah.
You're scared.
Yeah, I'm scared.
You don't know what you're going to move on to, do you?
No. I don't think they. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. No. This is they're trying to explain that my old tribe is done, that it's done, that this is the prevailing way things do. I'm scared to leave the earth plane.
Yeah.
And now they're just that's it.
What are they waiting for?
They're not. They just covered my mouth and nose.
Okay. So now whatever has happened has already happened, and we're on the other side of it. So from that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective.
There's all this energy running up through my feet and legs. I'm gaining an ethereal body. Because they burnt the physical body.
Yes. So you're still energetically transitioning.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It's weird. It's all this, my feet are tingling. It's going up my legs. My hands are starting to sweat. I'm shaking. I don't dare breathe if I shatter it. I've crossed and I can hardly believe it.
You're still adjusting to crossing over.
I am.
Yeah. Are there any entities that come to greet you?
They're in the background, but they're waiting.
They're waiting for you to finish your transition?
Yeah.
Okay. But you can see them. You're aware of them.
Yeah, they're amorphous, warm.
Okay. Just keep being with it, helping you to transition. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just going to tell you, I told them I'd take the fear with me, and I opened a portal to take their fear with me.
Oh, you're carrying.
There, yeah.
So you've actually helped them with a healing.
Yeah.
And you're processing it.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
Yeah, well, they never saw anybody sweat it so bad.
Yeah. It's okay. You're moving through it. You can move forward. There you go. Move forward. That's it.
I need to shoot it out of me.
Okay. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
How is that?
Well, I'm getting the lesson.
Okay.
The lesson is that this kind of fear is an earth-made creation.
Ah. Based on beliefs and experiences. That makes sense.
Right, it's created from physical sensation to a level that doesn't happen on the other planes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some kind of cellular fear.
And you're releasing it right now?
Yeah.
Right, because you're transitioning out of the physical.
And my fear was so strong in this life. I managed to drag some of it.
Go ahead and allow the healing to happen. Allow yourself to release that fear.
I'm seeing the ravages of the storm coming through this body. It's hurting my ears. The wind pressure is hurting
the energy.
Yeah.
Because you're all energy right now, aren't you?
Right.
Yeah.
I am. I'm all energy, right. And I'm pumping it out.
Good. Are the entities that are waiting for you, are they supporting you somehow, supporting this process?
They tell me I got this.
Okay.
They're
observing, and
yeah,
you have it.
I have it.
Yep, they know everything's okay.
Yeah, but
it's intense. It's okay. Keep going.
There's a cross-realm vortex here that should be closing.
Okay. So it probably can't close until you clear the energy?
Right.
Right, okay.
And I'm getting that my tribe was invoking energies it shouldn't have invoked.
Oh.
My original tribe.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. So they kind of hindered your process. Okay. But you're being reassured that you have this. You just have, that's the energy that you're processing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. They said they sent me to the new tribe to conclude and close out a distorted belief.
Oh, wow. That's actually wonderful.
I feel like I'm pushing out the hurricane.
Okay.
And this is the first glimpse I get as a healer, that I was a healer.
Oh. Okay.
So I was completely asleep about it when I was in the physical.
Yes. And now you're waking up to it. This is what they wanted for you, to wake up to that truth.
Yeah, apparently, I came there to help close a portal
Okay.
and clear a belief.
Good. How are you feeling? Does it feel complete?
No,
Okay.
no, it's weird.
It's going.
There's a pile of energy rolling out my arms, out my feet.
Okay.
My ears aren't quite cleared yet either.
Okay.
My left ear.
Gonna keep letting you clear it then.
From this side, I'm getting that there was like this huge consciousness shift in mankind.
Oh.
Too, when the tribes met.
Okay. Even though there were so few of you, it still elevated your consciousness.
Yeah, because it signified the end of this extremely primitive
Yeah. Belief system.
And right.
How are you doing?
I'm beginning to relax.
Good.
This life absolutely drained me. I feel like I created the bridge as a healer in this lifetime, and then I had to retreat into the other side for like eons.
Oh. To recuperate?
Yeah, to recuperate.
Yeah. The entities that are there, have they joined you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're...
Do they have any other information for you?
They're like, yeah, okay, you stepped up now. Now you get to, we take turns at this. This is not about the individual life.
Okay.
This is about, like, evolutionary. This was an evolutionary step, so I did.
Oh, humanity's evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did my one.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm part of the council.
Okay.
And then some other poor sucker on the council's going for a different one.
Okay.
So they feel more like lights and warm, and with a kind of watery black outline. I don't know how to. It's not.
It's an energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a consciousness.
Right. And it's perfectly peaceful. It's a vibration in it's just pure vibration.
Mm-hmm. So now you're going to, you're just going to go and recuperate. Is that right?
Yeah, I get the impression I don't have to do that again.
Oh, okay. You did your part of that job.
I did mine.
Okay, very good. Do you feel ready to drift away from that experience, or is there more to gain?
I don't want to drift away yet.
Okay, let's give it more time.
There's such a rest here. There's such a it's like being in no time, and
that sounds wonderful. So go ahead and allow yourself to really feel that and appreciate it, and gain whatever nourishment you can and whatever healing that you can from it.
We carry each other on this side, and nobody is alone. It's very, there's a real awareness of belonging and group soul.
You feel that connection of unity.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to enjoy it and get whatever you can from it.
The group felt amorphous when I joined it. And now it's structure. As I move forward in time, a thought form is congealing, which creates a bit of structure for the group.
How would you describe the structure?
It feels like it's like we in a group soul, but the group soul is developing a backbone and lattice out to hold it like a basket. but we're all beginning to feel the support of a new creation.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting. I feel my right eye twitching.
Mm-hmm.
This lattice, it's a note in no time, but it's a real slow process.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand the creation? There's something that they're creating?
No, I can only see that the structure is needed in order to manifest a creation.
Oh.
When we're amorphous it's like the black velvet void, I guess, and in there's not enough substance for creation. Here, it's all consciousness. Here, we're gaining the backbone.
Like a foundation.
Yeah.
A structure, I get it.
Right, but we're deciding what do we want to create.
Oh.
And all we know is first we have to have structure to create it.
Mm-hmm.
The creation process is very slow and deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
That for it to work, the support beams, it's not the word I'm looking for, but the ribs of it, the support beams, all have to be there to funnel the energy so that we're all connected in to create it's like, oh my God, it's like building a Hara, the backbone.
Oh.
But in this plane, it's got substance.
Uh-huh.
And it's not just the backbone, it's the holding container attached to the backbone.
Okay.
Okay, then there's the general agreement. Oh my God, it breaks creation down into every nuance. First, we had to decide we wanted to create. Then we all have to tolerate the feeling of this holding container.
Is that hard to tolerate, that feeling?
Yes. Yes, it is, because there is a consciousness. We know what comes next.
Mm-hmm.
That we're going into the next wave.
Okay.
And that's okay. So before anything is created, we're acknowledging, we're checking in. Everybody's released their traumas from past creations.
Oh, okay.
So now there's a whole process
as a collective. You have to be clear.
Yep, there's a whole clean slate in the process.
Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, you would contaminate your new creation.
Right. Then we have to check the flow, the energy. I can't tell how many of us there are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of us. But because we're all kind of amorphous, other than this one solid holding container, then we're shooting our consciousness to we're polling each other, all of us, so that we make sure all the, like we're part of the brain and all the neural network, every cell is talking to every cell.
Okay.
Kind of a attitude. Okay, so now we're like, yeah, what's the next stage in our evolution?
Oh. Because that's the goal, evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution of consciousness.
Right. And it's the mastery of that plane, that physical plane, without losing the connection to this one.
Oh, yes. Wow.
This huge overwhelm came through. Running.
Yeah. Mastery of the physical plane without losing the connection to the spiritual realm.
Right.
Yes, that makes so much sense. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And in stating that, what's rippling through is a series, is the emotion, all the emotional shit. Holy crap, there's overwhelm, there's sadness,
What are the emotions connected to? Is that the disconnection?
Yeah, we're normally the group is in bliss. It's all
when they're in the higher consciousness, they're in bliss.
Yeah, it's all a peace and a stillness and a vibration of it. It's a vibration of love and no time.
Yeah.
And in stating the purpose, we somehow all the emotions are that make the difference.
Yes, because the emotions are when we're in the physical, that creates our defense. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the.
And we disconnect.
Right. So by taking on the connection to the physical, we're having to embody the emotions that we may experience.
That's the challenge.
And okay. So now.
Wow.
Time is going by because every emotion is running to every entity in this group, and then it's running between every cell to every. So I'm not checking me to set whatever.
Yeah. What happens to one happens to all of you.
Yeah. So now there's a group digestion here.
What are they digesting?
The experience of what emotions feel like.
Oh, got it.
Where I was left when I came over, I was left while they watched me process. They're like, yeah, you got it. They weren't processing it.
They hadn't connected.
No.
You hadn't connected yet, right?
No. So now we've committed.
Are they now processing the emotions that you brought in? I'm unclear.
They're processing all of humanity's emotions in small, like that you could experience.
Okay.
So if sadness is like a experience of Earth, that's getting dropped into the group in a small drop.
Okay, so that they can experience it.
Yeah, because we're trying to do a group incarnation for healing.
Oh.
But because there wasn't the wisdom in the group, they were letting me down there. They're like, oh shit, we don't know. Obviously I was going through something the group didn't know
Okay.
how to feel. Oh. So, like each, like despair or, right, I brought up fear. I had brought up fear and they witnessed it. And then I went through eons of feeling. So now we're dropping a tiny dose of even the happy ones.
All emotions.
All emotions.
They're not judged.
Right. Just because it's providing the understanding.
Yes. It's learning. They're learning.
They're learning.
They're learning.
Oh. And I just flashed that I didn't understand the gods in this life, that lifetime, because my soul group hadn't learned these things.
Oh.
They couldn't communicate with me. I was alone because they didn't know.
So you're actually educating your soul group now.
Yeah, we've agreed to go in it together.
Okay.
Where so when the next consciousness of the group goes down, the isolation won't be there to that great degree.
Okay. So, will you?
You'll
reincarnate. And
eventually I'll reincarnate, but not before I'm a guide for a few other incarnations.
Okay.
So the group mind hasn't gotten that strength yet.
Okay.
For even that pattern to begin. Because whatever this Hara we're building is, we're going to shoot it down again and again with different people.
Okay. Will it be one physical body or many?
One.
Ah.
One.
This one group is going to shoot that energy into one body.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is that how it is for every person that incarnates, that they have this group?
And like a group oversoul, yes.
Got it. Interesting.
Right, so the person that goes down, they're not aware so much, but they're being fed from a massive wisdom that...
Depending on how connected they remain.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Wow. And so that's why when, quote, Spirit says they're always with you, that is literally like these different aspects of yourself.
Right.
And they're trying to help the one that has actually done the incarnation. They're trying to support this one that has incarnated by guiding them. That's what we call our guides.
Right.
Got it. So it'll be somebody else's turn to incarnate next.
Right.
While you support others. That's what you'll be doing.
Yes.
But the one incarnating is really a part of who you are anyhow.
Yes. Yes. So there is, right. So we don't feel it like but we hold when it, that stupid saying, or at least I always call it stupid saying, God doesn't give you more than you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you can't handle goes up and is held by the group.
Oh, okay.
So if there's a case where the person can't handle it,
Mm-hmm. They're feeling overwhelmed.
Their soul group didn't do this work I'm describing.
Oh, because it's a new experience for them?
Yeah, there's a shatter because they didn't slowly drop the wisdom into the soul group to hold the incarnated person.
Oh.
Which is what made my first life so hard.
Yes.
My guys didn't know what I was doing.
Right, so they couldn't guide you and support you in something that was so unknown to them.
Right. So the I don't know why I'm shaking my hand. It feels like it's driving the wisdom more solidly into the ones that have not incarnated yet.
Okay. Got it. Go with it.
But others are willing to go down there now because they feel the group Hara.
Uh-huh.
So apparently we just didn't know better.
Yeah.
Okay. So one is down and what's happening here is a conveyance of, there's a lot of back and forth conversation. This is
from the one that's incarnated to this group.
Right. So the incarnation process, apparently what's happening is this person's just now incarnating.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the coming into the life process, is this back and forth. The consciousness is in the baby, out of the baby, in the baby, out of the baby. Holy shit. It's happening what feels like at lightning speed, back and forth from the other side. A lot of communication is happening to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And it is being transmitted first in the womb, now in the dreams. It's happening in the dreams. And okay, and now the soul is saying, okay, let me try and not remember.
Oh. Why does the soul not want to remember?
Hubris, who knows, thinks it's got its handle because it can feel all our support, so there's no, you don't feel the full earth experience while you're fully hooked up to the collective.
Got it. Right. So the not remembering is so that we can have a full earth experience.
Right. So the permission did come from our end as well.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting.
The collective doesn't particularly want to give the permission.
Mm-hmm.
In my collective, because of what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some delay.
There's some reluctance to letting go.
Yeah, there is
of
some
that connection.
Right. There is some reluctance.
But it sounds like that letting go is actually an important part of the earth process.
It is, and it's actually an important part of the collective process.
Oh.
Because what I'm getting here, Susan, I'm not the one incarnating. There's a there's a female energy that has incarnated out of our group, and I am part of the collective.
Right. You're part of the collective now.
Yeah. And it is not so different from the parent-child relationship.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to use my breath to let go.
What are you letting go of?
The person who's incarnated has to open the communication. We don't get to open it.
Oh, it's part of the free will.
It's the free will.
Yes, you have to let go so that they make the choice.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
What I'm getting is it is not easy on the other side for them to hold, to tolerate this.
The letting go.
The watching.
Mm-hmm. Just like a parent and a child, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Except, right. So there's attachment. There's agenda. Oh my God, there is a group agenda.
Can you tell me about this group agenda?
Yeah. The group has this poor person's life all fucking mapped out for him.
Okay.
And what we're getting is things look very different on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Like, holy shit.
Right.
What were we thinking?
High and pious thoughts aren't working here. That's the message.
High and pious thoughts aren't working here on the earth. Because it's not that simple.
Right. It's not. So we're sending down waves of love and Hara and fucking twist. It's all. It's sweet. There is a confusion on this side because there's not the physical pain.
Yeah. So they can't completely appreciate.
The person on the ground is not There's a break in communication.
Yeah. So you've allowed them to fully incarnate?
Yes.
Okay. And your job now, as they've incarnated, is to watch over them?
Yes, but because I incarnated, I'm instructing the group.
Oh, because you have experience.
I'm trying to explain to them why this poor soul down there isn't batshit crazy. That's the way things go down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I am bringing a teaching to the other cells of my group that so I'm feeling like I was the pioneer because
yes, because it was a young soul group.
Right, a young soul group. And occasionally it's fascinating when the gal who's on the ground, when she lines up her Hara, it shoots a blue light up into the group.
Oh, tell me about that. What happens then?
It shoots a light up, and wisdom is transmitted up through the Hara.
Okay, up through the Hara?
Yes, because in fact, it feels, it's weird. It's different than what I thought we were transmitting down.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
No,
It's the other way around?
She is, right. When her Hara is perfectly aligned,
Mm-hmm.
then we get an understanding of Earth energies.
Mm-hmm.
When she asks for guidance and opens her field,
Mm-hmm.
it's more amorphous. It's more that the aura opens.
Mm-hmm. Making her receptive.
Yes. And then she can hear us ask for guidance.
Okay.
But when her Hara aligns, she's shooting her teachings back up to the group.
Oh, that's interesting. So I have a question. The Hara, I've always thought of as a line of intention. Is that the intention?
Yes. So whatever her intention was, why we sent her down there for the Earth teachings.
So when she aligns her Hara, she realigns with the group intention. Is that what you're saying?
And in doing so, it shoots information up to get
guidance.
To get it brings the spiritual closer to the Earth experience.
Okay.
Because the unincarnated souls don't have a fucking clue what it fucking feels like.
Right. And what she's really going through. So
she lines up with the group, and that's how she communicates.
Okay.
And then
does the Hara benefit the incarnated person in any way?
Yeah, because yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It totally is. Even though she's communicating, she's also, her alignment was, I came down here to bridge the gap between the spiritual and the physical.
Okay.
But she's not asking for guidance when she lines up her Hara.
Okay. And she's opening communication.
Yeah, she is. So then there becomes a more direct experience of, because the whole it's an illusion actually.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The third dimension and the fourth and fifth dimensions are all the same thing on the highest realm.
Mm-hmm.
But in this separated state, when she opens the Hara, then we get a sense of the wisdom of the third dimension lined up, because we came down here to bring the spirituality.
Okay.
So
it really, when we align our Hara, it really helps us to fulfill the soul's intention.
Yes, it does.
Got it. And when we sit and meditate and ask for guidance, then we become receptive to that group guidance.
Yep.
Got it. That's really great. So,
anyway, so what I'm seeing is that most of the time there's no Hara alignment. It's a fucking mess down there.
Right, because people don't know to align their Hara.
No, they do not. So most of the communication is about, hey, would you line up your Hara? Do you remember what you came down here for?
Yes.
To help you wake up.
So it really would be good if we taught people to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's actually an amazing piece of information.
Yeah.
Do you feel complete with this particular experience?
Almost.
Okay, let's keep going then.
There's what I noticed is in being part of the soul group, I was processing some of her sadness.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got the piece of viscerally where when you don't think you can hold it, the group takes it and holds it for you.
Oh. So when we're incarnated and we literally pray for help, our group is there.
They are there.
That's beautiful. Yeah. They do hear us. When they say our prayers are heard and answered always, they literally are.
They are, as long as that group that soul group had created this backbone and web.
Oh, are there some groups that don't know to do that?
My group didn't know to do that.
Oh, right. So the real young groups might not
do it.
Okay.
Right. And that's where anything goes.
Oh, got it. Are there new groups forming all the time? Like, is that happening out in the human experience that, when...
It feels like the stars. Developing, growing, dissolving back into the void.
Oh.
Yes, it's happening not on other universes. It's
unique to Earth.
Right. It's not just Earth. It's yes. Soul groups are. It's the stars are a macrocosm, and the same thing's happening with souls.
Okay.
They're being created, growing, getting older, and dissolving back in.
Okay. Does that experience feel complete?
We need to bring her home, and then it will be.
Do you want to do that now?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll wait for that process.
Mostly it doesn't matter how she dies.
Okay. Sometimes they have a plan on how somebody's going to die.
Yeah, but on this first, we didn't have that plan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're like, there's so many ways down there. You can choose to off yourself, make a decision while you're down there. We gave her the choice.
Okay.
For a good exit strategy.
Okay.
She chooses to die by accident. Quick and painless.
Okay. So it's quick.
It's quick. I notice I don't want to see her details.
Oh. Does that kind of hurt?
Yes. I register trauma still from the hurricane.
Oh.
I know Earth is brutal. I saw everybody die.
That's still part of your soul.
That's a part of my soul. So anyway, but the vortex closes. So there's times, most of the time, nobody's down there in the grand scheme of things.
Oh.
because there is no time.
Right.
So then, because when a person comes back, the process to digest the lessons is huge among the group.
Oh, okay. So it takes, quote, time.
Yes, because if the Hara had been aligned, we could have learned this thing faster.
Okay.
But her Hara broke in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're having to wait for her return. So she's gonna explain it on this, however, to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's all sensory, but it's but if people have a good Hara line, the group evolves faster.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that's the line of communication.
Yeah.
And that's the goal.
And that's the goal. Okay, so yeah, I feel complete.
Okay, beautiful.
I hope you enjoyed
that's
this
good.
session. I will be doing another video on how to align your Hara. So subscribe and click alerts so you can catch that important video.